All right, now we are on Module 14. This is a very short module, but very important. Please go through this because it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's on elevator speeches. So what is an elevator speech? Learning objectives for this small lecture is to discuss the basic parts of an elevator speech, create an effective elevator speech, and practice your elevator speech. So an elevator speech is a clear, brief message, or what we like to call a commercial, about yourself. It communicates who you are, what you're looking for, and how you can benefit a company or an organization, or even perhaps clients if you are self-employed and an entrepreneur. It's usually about 30 seconds, no more than a minute, no more than a minute. And the name kind of came because originally it takes about 30 seconds for people to ride the elevator from top to bottom, right? Maybe a little longer. Again, no more than a minute. Do not go beyond that. You can use this pitch at networking events, job fairs, career expos, on LinkedIn, job interviews, the list goes on and on. I use it all the time at networking events, or if I happen to meet someone and they just say, hey, like, what do you do? Or what have you been up to? You know, you have your elevator speech ready and prepared, ready to go, practiced already. It's also a great way to gain confidence in introducing yourself to hiring managers and company representatives. So think like if you go to a trade show or a conference, right? So an outline of an elevator speech, you want to start with who you are, describe yourself and your company. What do you do? Obviously be friendly and outgoing. You want to show a lot of energy and confidence. What do you offer? So what problems do you solve for your clients? What are your solutions? Maybe give an example if it doesn't cut into the time frame. What are your differentiators? So what makes you different from your competition? What makes your product or service so unique? And what advantages are there to working with you instead of someone else? How are you different from your competitor? How do you work? Maybe give an example or a story, again, only if you have time because you don't have much time. Call for action. At the end of your speech, do you want a business card, a referral, additional one-on-one? You don't necessarily want to ask for a job, but I always ask for additional one-on-one, like, hey, if you ever want to discuss this further, I'd love to grab a coffee or a beer with you sometime, you know. Make sure you say both because not everyone drinks coffee, not everyone drinks beer, so, you know, maybe read your person, your audience first. So how do you write an elevator speech? So step one is to first write down all what comes up to your mind. Everything, just jot it down. Step two is to cut out all the jargon and details. Start to make and develop strong, short, powerful sentences. This will eliminate all the unnecessary words and the fluff. Step three is connect the phrases to each other. Your elevator speech should flow naturally and smoothly. Don't rush it. And step four is to memorize the key points and to practice. Set a timer on yourself and practice. Step five, have you really answered the key question of your listeners? What's in it for me? Because you want to show that you're providing value for that person. How are you going to provide value for that person? Step six, creating different versions of different business situations of your elevator speech. So for an example, your elevator speech in a job interview might be different from an elevator speech at a networking event that's held at the Chamber of Commerce, as an example. So tips on creating an elevator speech. Again, keep it short, 30 seconds, no more than a minute. Start and end with your full name and occupation. So don't forget to end with your full name and occupation as well. Spark interest to your listener. So again, having that positive, great energy, maybe speak with your hands, show confidence by standing up, share your skills, differentiators, goals, know your audience, and practice, practice, practice. Okay, so I have a video here of a good elevator speech. It's a really good one. Please watch it. And I also have an example here of a bad elevator speech. This one is hilarious. You guys have to watch it. You'll be laughing. So really short videos, please watch these. And that's Module 14. And at the end of this week, we have your extra credit assignment, which is, please ignore the due dates. It's in Canvas. Final analytical report and your final analytical presentation.